Well, how's it going, guys?
That's pretty good. Pretty good. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. I feel like it's been a million years since I've done one of these with you guys. Um, and it's just because I wasn't on the last pitch episode, and then I don't know. It's been a little bit since we did the live stream, so it's just been a minute since we've been back into it. But I'm doing well, man.
That's good. Yeah. It does feel like it's been a long time. That's weird.
But I mean, it's getting longer. Like that's the nature of it, right?
Oh, true. Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
So we did the live stream, and we did not make it the full 24 hours, and we were met with a myriad of challenges throughout that. I mean, it was nearly 24 hours of working on it. I think we were, so I guess it would have been like 18 hours working basically on the project of video games, and yeah, that was a lot. That was I don't know. I feel like I was woefully overconfident in our ability to do that. I don't know about you guys, but
Well, I don't know. I don't think you were overconfident because I feel like we did a pretty good job. I don't know.
oh,
I mean, it
absolutely.
was besides not 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 being able to stay up for a full 24 hours and finish that without really damaging our lives. um I feel like we did a pretty good job, right? I mean, except that the internet was not good enough to sustain a connection in the location we chose, which was my place. Sorry about that.
No, no, I do think we did a great job by all means. I didn't want to make it sound as though I thought we did poorly by because I mean I thought it was great attempting that. I don't like because again
Yeah.
we I don't know. It falls in line with a lot of things that we've talked about in the past. I mean, we all love video games, and I mean, live streaming different capacities has been always something we've been dabbled in and been interested in. And so to really kind of put that to the tests in more or less, I mean, we had no prep time. I mean,
Yeah.
we were on the coattails of Thanksgiving and unable to test anything or do anything other than just jump into it. But
Yep.
uh,
I was very fun though. It was so much fun.
It
I had
was
a good
the
time.
best. I had so much fun too. It was just so much fun.
yeah, that was, I mean, that the amount of fun it was, I mean, that was everything of it. I mean, I didn't like, I mean, it became kind of apparent at a point like that was like, this might not make it till noon, noon to noon, but like it just didn't bother me. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I
Yeah,
was like,
for sure.
okay. Like it didn't feel like at all like a failure or anything. It just felt like it was like, well, we played video games as long as we physically could, and then made an
Yeah.
adult decision to have to stop. Uh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I did too. It was really, really nice. It's been a long time since I've done anything remotely similar to that. It was crazy.
And like literally for me, I think it was the next day, I instantly wanted to actually play more video games, which is hilarious, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I bought Dark Souls the next day. So
That's so cool. Yes. Yes.
speaking of, so yeah, I wanted to ask what you guys is what was the favorite games that you guys had playing?
Mm, I think chicken. What is it?
Ultimate Chicken Horse.
Ultimate Chicken Horse was my favorite one that we played, to be honest with you. I think.
Well, it's so funny because like the next day I was telling Don, I was like, we should have just kept playing that because we were just having such a ball with that. But I feel like I have this thing of like, oh, it's like variety hour and you got to keep changing and keep doing
Yeah.
different stuff. But we could probably have made it a good another 4 hours or something just playing that. We were had so much more to
Yeah. It
explore in
was.
the game.
I just want to play that with you guys again. It was too much fun.
Yeah, I actually went ahead and bought it myself too because it was
Oh,
just
that's cool.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was really funny. The next day I was playing Mario Party with Donna, and I was like, oh hey, Dave's online, and I looked and it was playing Ultimate Chicken Horse, and I was like, Nice.
Yeah, man, that was you. I had to show Carissa. I knew she would love it too. So
And did she? I mean,
yeah, she loves it. It was super fun. We played for a while. I can't wait to play again. So
did I tell you that like there's a cheat code to unlock all of the places? And that's
oh,
what
I definitely did that.
yeah, I don't.
Definitely.
It's like a weird process to get them normally, and I was like, and it felt also nice to do that because I haven't done that with a game in a long. Because it kind of ruins. Like, I don't know about you guys, but like using cheat codes at a certain point
Mm,
started to ruin games for me a little bit. Like,
yeah, but
yeah,
for ones like those, I mean, like I don't know. Once you mentioned the thing of like it's more like for that type of game. You know what I mean? Like to me, that's the ultimate like party relaxing game is something like that. So like once you said that, I was like, yeah, that makes total sense. You know, like
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyway, I really liked Ultimate Chicken Horse. I had played it before, so but I for me, genuinely, honestly, I had so much fun playing Demon Souls, and I know it feels kind of makes me kind of feel selfish because it was the
No,
one
dude.
thing. But
It's an experience, like, you know, playing it with other people with you watching and stuff, and like commenting is an experience too, you know, like they're along with the journey with you. I'm really glad you liked it.
yeah, and like I said, I got Dark Souls the next day, and like because it might still be on sale. It's like $20 versus the 40.
Oh, is it really on the Switch?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I gotta buy it. Okay.
I should have picked that up.
Sick.
Oh man, like I hope the sale's still going on because I will probably buy that too.
Let me see real quick. I can tell you right now, so we can not have
Oh
that.
gosh,
It's gonna
I'm so
bother me.
nervous.
Oh God, guys. Oh God. Oh God.
Oh no.
I feel sick. To
Oh
my stomach.
no.
Oh, I have to verify
is
my
scary.
age. Sorry, hold on.
Oh
guys.
God. By that age.
You are old enough, right?
You know what's really funny is it's funny to be at the age to be like, oh, I don't have to put in a fake age to get into websites any longer. Guys, the sale's over. I'm so sorry.
It was Black Friday sale. Dang it.
Oh man. Dang.
Because again, I feel like I feel bad. You wouldn't have known. I shouldn't have said it.
No.
Sorry, I should have.
No, I'm just glad you got it. That's great.
Yes.
I do want to report that I have died about a billion times. So just a fluke
Yeah.
of being on the live stream and not dying on Dark Souls. But I love it. I have so much fun like getting frustrated and also like mastering a run and stuff. And I don't know, big fan.
Yeah. It's a good game. It's a dang good game.
Well, what all have you guys been ingesting here recently? I can go first.
Hey, sorry. I thought my audio went out, but it was just we were just quiet. Sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I've started this weird thing of I've been listening to these bands. The band Inner Shikari that I've talked about before. They're playing like a live music support festival at some point soon. And I saw the flyer and I was just like, I don't know. I get this weird stuff in my brain sometimes. I was like, I'm going to listen to an album from every band on that festival. So I've just been listening
Nice.
from top to bottom of like, there's probably the band, the Bastille. Like,
Yeah,
heard
that
of them
sounds
for
familiar.
years. I listened to their album, Doomday. And then I listened to the Chorale, Coral. I listened to their 2002 album. It's a lot. It's really weird. Like whenever you kind of like listen to bands like that, I feel like when you don't have any kind of like personal anything to like attach you to that band.
Mm-hmm.
I liked those albums, but I could not tell you anything about them.
Yeah.
I remember it was like I could kind of like vaguely talk. Like most of them had horns. I think I liked them.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. But the other thing I watched recently that I really really enjoyed was a movie. It came out in 1948. It was Nightmare Alley. And I don't know if you guys have seen. They're remaking it, and it's coming out this month. Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
It. I watched it because of the Besties podcast. One of the hosts, Chris Plant, recommended it, and he said it was really scary. And I was like,
I remember that.
I don't know, like older movies like that don't tend to really spook me. You know, they kind of seem dated and stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously, this, you know, it's almost 70 something years old, I think, at this point. So it is dated, but
That's
it was
crazy.
sincerely like really it was scary, man. It was spooky, and I'm really excited to. I want to go see the remake with it's got Bradley Cooper, Willem Dafoe, Tony Collette, and Kate Blanchett. Just
That's awesome. Like seriously, that's gonna be great.
it's a really cool story, and it's one of those where you're like, I don't know, it's I recommend the old one, and I'm excited to see the remake. So
Cool.
and
Yeah,
Dark Souls.
definitely check that out. Do you want to go, Dave?
I'm trying to think, man. I don't know.
I mean, Ultimate Chicken Horse.
Oh, definitely Ultimate Chicken Horse. I've been playing quite a bit of that. But other than that, a lot of baby shows. I've been watching a little bit of Rhyme Time Town.
Nice.
I think it's probably from the UK. Just talking. They're like, they're, they're like nursery rhymes brought to life in a weird way. There's also, I don't know, they're interesting, kind of cool. I mean, for what it is, Clearly, I need to be watching.
Yeah.
Not that this video is sponsored by anyone, but I signed up for that. You guys probably seen the ads on your Instagram. That's where I saw it.
I will now.
It's like learning a different language by watching TV or movies.
Oh, I did just see that for the first time. Yeah.
Lingo Pi. That's what it's called. It's called Lingo Pi. And because I still want to learn French, even though it's hard.
Mhm.
So I watched a couple French TV shows, but I could not tell you the name of them. Interesting though.
Nice. That's cool.
Nice. Because you took some French in college, correct?
Yes, I took French 1 and French 2 in college. Very hard to learn a language, especially when you're under pressure academically.
Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah.
I just like had to accept the fact. I was like, okay, David, you're not gonna have enough time to make this stick. It's okay. Move on.
Just pass those tests, pass those exams.
Let me tell you that being under the pressure of needing to learn a new language because of a major life change doesn't make it any easier.
Oh
man.
So I don't think it ever it just doesn't. Just a heads up. I don't know. I guess you probably could have surmised that, but
dang.
Well, it's so funny because like I really would like to be like fluent in it. They would, or even a couple languages. I think it would be so cool just to know. And you know, this is gonna sound a little pretentious, but like I think a lot about like music and like delivery and like timbre for vocalists, and I think it's so cool like to think about how that correlates with language and like what we're naturally taught, and how like maybe learning things like that could help in those facets. Like I think about that quite a bit. So I don't know.
that's a really good point. I never really thought about it, but like I mean, this sounds like I'm saying it in a negative way, and I really don't mean it in that way, but it's like it seems like a really easy way to like open up your like lyrical like possibilities, being like, oh, I could say something to make it rhyme in another language. It's like a cheap way almost of getting a rhyme to come in, but it's not a cheap way because you need to know the language and stuff. You just have to be kind of careful that you make it stick right. But that's just a really, I mean, it's also, do you get a feeling of like, I don't know. Yeah, that's just dope. That's all.
Well, and yeah. I and I've always wanted to cover like songs in a different language. You just hearing some, like Jeff Rickley or the Thursday when they covered Cigaros, or yeah, I just like it'd be so sick to sing in a different language as well. Like, I mean, that would be nuts because it would take a lot of stuff, but like, I don't know, like it would be really cool.
Yeah, it would be cool.
But bonjour. So there's that. Hey, we're getting somewhere.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that's just a lot of dedication. Like it takes a long time to get there, but I bet it's really, really rewarding when you do get to that point where you are relatively fluent, what have I done this week? I Oh, I listened to I re-listened to all of the You Made It Weird podcast episodes with Matt Berninger from the National, and I just because I just wanted to, it just popped in my head, and I was like, I loved those. I wanted to re-listen to them, and I did, and I listened to them talk about the film that they made in 2014, I think. It's like a tour documentary, but Matt's brother shot it and went with him on tour and shot it. And sort of, it's kind of like a documentary, but it's like, there's like like an underlying plot a little bit, and like everyone's acting a little bit, even though it is still a documentary, and it's still like the things that they're doing are happening, like they're on the road, and they're like playing shows. But it's really about Matt's relationship with his brother. And it's really, really cool. I watched it. I watched that, and it was really, really awesome. Like, it was a very, very, very cool. It's like Spinal Tap, kind of, but I haven't seen Spinal Tap. Have you guys seen Spinal Tap?
Not all the way through. I started to, and then I couldn't make it through. It was just, that's definitely, one of those movies you got to be in the mood for, kind of thing. Like,
yeah, for sure.
But I don't remember who it was, but I remember somebody telling me about this documentary, and maybe it was you, but that it was really, really good.
What's the documentary called?
Yeah, it's called Mistaken for Strangers, which is one of their songs as well. It was really cool. It was really good. It was interesting because it was like they were acting, but I mean they were doing, like it's like half acting, half not, like kind of like just playing into a certain aspect of your life or a certain thing, and sort of playing it up for, the story that's happening within the documentary. And it was cool. It was really, really cool. Definitely recommend it.
Very nice. One more time. Was it Staring with Strangers? Wait.
Mistaken for Strangers.
For Strangers. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out. That sounds really good. I'm sorry, can I say one more thing that I've been watching that I watched?
Sure.
Okay, so today I watched a movie kind of on a whim. I came across it on Twitter, and somebody was like, "Hey, I made a movie," and was like, "Here," and kind of a weird. But I was just like, okay, well, what is this? And see if it can draw me in 5 seconds, kind of thing. And it did. It was Drowning in Potential, and I sent it to you guys with like no context today.
Oh yeah.
It's like 75 minutes long, and it stars Dax Flame and Joel Haver. And I really, really liked it. It was a super cool indie little film that clearly it's these dudes with like next to no budget. Very awesome, awkward comedy. Like, I can't really explain it, but it hurt in a lot of ways, but was really good. And if you want like a real indie thing, I get the feeling that this is like a nice little indie gem. I don't know how much attention this will draw as a movie, but like, I don't know. I just recommend it. Both of them as YouTubers as well are very unique and eccentric and weird.
Awesome. Yeah.
Cool.
Hurts in all the right ways.
What was the name of it again?
Drowning in Potential.
Cool.
And I don't know if this will ring close to home, but it is about a 30-something-year-old creative individual struggling to find out how to find happiness through his creative outlets.
That's something I'll relate to.
Yeah, I was like, cool. Me, neat.
Nuts,
So I was just like finished watching it and was just like, to Dylan and Dave. Like, it's perfect. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I didn't click on it yet, but I'm definitely gonna check that out.
Yeah, dude.
There's so I won't say anymore. Just if you get a chance, it's fun.
Cool.
All right. Well, do you guys want to draw the next prompt? Ready for that prompt?
Let's do it.
Yeah, man. I'm ready. How are you?
Good.
Nice.
I had to walk away to get the box, and I just thought it'd be funny if I just like left.
Dylan and I would wait for a long time. I have a feeling.
Yeah, we would just end up having a whole conversation and be like, "What happened?"
Oh, Brad, it's okay. Like that would be the start to Unfriended, the sequel.
They made a sequel.
Oh man, dang it.
Sorry.
It's okay.
All right, here we go. Dialogue.
Okay.
As far as I've gotten thus far. I'll always love you, Jamie. Always. But just because we're soulmates doesn't mean we're going to grow old together. All right.
Ooh.
From the top again. Dialogue. I'll always love you, Jamie. Always. But just because we're soulmates doesn't mean we're going to grow old together. Hope Nick's doing okay.
And then he like flicks the cigarette,
Figured out it.
out at his feet and turns around and walks back to his car.
Wait, do what?
I don't know. It just sounds like some dude just in a leather jacket just like said that to somebody and then just like took a cigarette. Yeah, there it is. Wow.
I assume everything that starts with dialogue is Nick, but I could be wrong.
Right.
That would probably be my guess as well.
It's written very much like the Terry one.
Yeah. We've also been thrown for some loops too. So, oh wait,
True.
So who did the last prompt?
Oh, I don't know. I assume it was Jared.
Oh, I assumed it was Jared too. Hi Donna, you look so nice. I hope you're doing well.
I'm doing great. I hope you're doing great.
Doing pretty good.
So Donna, we would like to know who wrote "What If Life Was Video Games."
That would be Jared.
Got it right.
Nice.
Did everyone get it right?
I didn't. I mean, I didn't know who it was. I had no idea.
Dylan was the rightful skeptic, wanting to make sure we cover our bases. But this is our new prompt, Donna. It is dialogue. I'll always love you, Jamie. Always. But just because we're soulmates doesn't mean we're gonna grow old together.
Oh. That sounds sad.
Well, we'll do our best. And as much as I love being this close to you, Donna, I feel as though I need back the other side of my headphone.
Okay.
I think this is what 2 peas in a pod looks like.
This is my pod.
Oh, I just noticed you turned it inside out. I was like, why can I hear so well? Okay.
Because I'm a gentleman.
Bye.
Bye.
Guys, don't say that about her. Just kidding. They said bye. Anyway, sorry. Okay. Yeah, guys. Back to a dialogue.
So like first thought is like obviously the sad way. Second thought is like, can you read it again? Because I had to twist it where we could twist it a little bit.
Dialogue.
Obviously the sad way.
Dialogue. I'll always love you, Jamie. Sorry, I'll always love you, Jamie. Always. But just because we're soulmates doesn't mean we're gonna grow old together.
Soulmates, right? So like what if they were professional dancers and like it was like a gig thing? They were soulmates. You know what I mean?
What? Like soulmate. Is there another term for soulmates?
Like soulmates, like soul music mates. I don't know.
Oh,
I thought you meant like soul as in shoes.
Man.
Okay, so we're looking at different terms and uses of soul. So it could also be that they were, born in Seoul, South Korea.
Oh.
I don't know. I feel like pinpointing a single word in this one and trying to make it something different than kind of sad will be kind of a challenge, because even if we did that, it's strange to be like the rest of it still is in a weird context,
Yeah. So maybe we're doing a sad one.
I kind of had an idea of like, what if we did something and kind of practice our chops at making media using something like Zoom, and did some kind of like long-term relationship.
Like a long distance relationship?
Oh yeah, sorry, long distance, pardon me.
Yeah, that could be cool. That could be really interesting. Holy smokes! So you mean like a story from the perspective of a Zoom call the whole time, or something like that,
Maybe not the whole
or just
time,
like, mm,
but like a portion of the video or of the short being through that. And
yeah,
because I mean, I don't know. I I feel like if I don't know, I get so nervous about the idea of it just being just a Zoom call. Although
only
that would be
Zoom.
kind of fun. That
Yeah.
would be a fun limitation.
Well, I guess it depends on how much you want to do. You know, like if you wanted to just do like a pretty condensed thing, or just like one scene from a or whatever, then a Zoom call wouldn't be too bad. But
This is really, what would be really sick. Like this kind of made me think of the idea of like, basically you seeing the Zoom call be the bit of dialogue that we have, right? Like their conversation and that being the Zoom call, and then we go in on each character after they end the call, like what happens after, like,
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean? So like, it'll start off like this, and then we'll just like get a bigger view of their place, or I mean, like not place, but their, what happens next or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah,
No, I like that a lot. That would be fun, and it would also be kind of interesting, like in terms of getting to film it, because we could kind of film it somewhat remote, even an extent, depending on who the characters are of it. Hmm. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. We could. Let me ask this too, Dylan. How are you liking editing these episodes? Are you still enjoying kind of editing them and stuff?
Yeah, I do enjoy it. Yeah. I've only done 2 now, right? 3, I think. I don't know, but yeah, I like editing them. The last one I didn't really do, like I did it like very just basic, like I just kind of did it very straightforward, because with the Zoom call format, it was just, I don't know, it was a little bit of a different vibe, but it was still really fun and cool and nice. Why? What's up?
Well, I was curious because like you had mentioned getting excited about the notion of getting to edit because it's been a long time and kind of wanted to stretch that
Yeah.
creative stuff. And what if we did something where it was just as you're saying, Dave, where it's, this is just the Zoom call thing. It's kind of weird. So kind of stick with me. I'm just kind of spitballing as I'm talking about it. So if you don't
Yeah,
like
of
it,
course, man. No, yeah.
what if the relationship was between Dave and I? Okay. And then Dave and I we'll capture that Zoom call, and then we will go and independently film however we think those characters would respond to that bit of dialogue, to however we kind of write out and make sense of those characters, and do almost like a self-portrait kind of style filming of a thing. And you would get to edit that, Dylan. I don't know, just kind of like, because like they would, like, you haven't really gotten to like edit something that's like a narrative thing, and I thought like if that has any interest to you, that would
Yeah.
be kind of a weird way to like get us all into different things of like, like Dave and I independently would be kind of like, and it would be on our own time too. We wouldn't have to like, just in terms of life being kind of very busy right now. I know we all have a bunch of stuff that has entered our lives. I don't know, that again, just kind of spitballing. I haven't really thought through very much, so I don't know.
Mm.
That sounds cool. I don't think I fully wrapped my head around the prospect of, you mentioned, of like you and Dave doing your own versions of what you think the characters would do. I don't fully understand what you mean by that, but it sounds really interesting. It sounds cool.
I was imagining like we just both take, our cameras and whatever we have and film, basically just kind of a very short self-portrait response to that kind of thing as these characters.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I see what you mean.
as though
Yeah.
one of us would be Jamie and the other would be whatever, and it's the culmination of a intimate relationship that's not necessarily like maybe fully addressed. I don't know, but that's just it. Like,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Dave, I feel like you're a little quiet on it. How's it sitting with you?
Yeah, man, that could be really interesting. I was reps on who would be Jamie and what would be the other character's name. That's the only thing that I was thinking about right now. I think it's an interesting way to do it. I would be curious to see how you came up with your side, and it would be fun to see what mine is too.
Because we could spend some time, like we could jump on a different Zoom call and kind of flush out the characters a little bit. Maybe we could kind of write and the three of us kind of talk through like who these characters are, what they've been through, what they've, like what's got them to this point, and then um, basically just kind of world build amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
And it'd be kind of interesting because it would kind of be like screenwriting without having to actually write a screenplay, because it would just be working out who these two are, and then just trying to, yeah, I mean, I don't know, I think too, just in terms of like my life, like again, I have to pick up my life at some point just very quickly, and I don't know when, and so this would also free us from having to do one where we have to, it's whatever we can film by ourselves.
Yeah. And this is kind of like exactly how it would be if you weren't, still in the States right now. You know what I mean? Like, or this is, we could do this like that, which is kind of cool. Something like this.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sold. Let's cut and talk about our schedules, right?
Oh,
You guys feel good? Hey guys, so we talked it over, and with the schedules and everything else, this seemed a little bit too ambitious for what we think we have time for, and so we're gonna scale back a bit. Let's keep brainstorming.
I'm gonna. If you guys have anything, please say. But otherwise, I'm gonna just kind of think for a minute.
Sure.
Let me send this to you guys actually, so you guys have it, and I'm not the only one looking at it. I mean, like romance comes to mind first to me. It's hard to step away from romance with soulmate in there, which is why I assume that's why you latched on to the soulmate, Dave. Like removing that to be something else to make it not a romance, right?
Right. But we can also make it a romance. It's just tricky even too, because I'm thinking about like, like I don't know. There's not enough time to like flush it, like to make a big story. You know what I mean? And like my brain keeps going to big stories, and so I'm trying to like think of something else.
It could be a short, a comedy short, and opens on a couple, one character delivering this line of dialogue. And I feel like there's something easy, not easy, but there's something there of like the comedic turnaround, the unexpected abrupted change in what you think is happening, like this really intimate sad moment when whoever Jamie is crying, and then like doesn't mean we're gonna grow old together. Now take all of your cat carcasses and get them out of my house. Like I don't know, like like that style of so like thank you.
Yeah, that's true. Like it's such a heavy setup. The turnaround would definitely be pretty effective.
I mean, it would be really, really short, and it would just, real dramatic shots, a few to kind of dance around with this dialogue said as slow as we can make sense, and then
Okay. Yeah, like it's funny. So like my brain is like going to like if we're gonna make like a short thing like this, it would be really sick to like go all in on like just like you said, like the vibe, like not only like prolonging the shots, but like I mean we could do like sitting in the car raining or something, like we could make it like we could make the shots that are dramatic really count. It'd be because that would make it more funny, you know.
Right, right.
I've tried to film rain once before and it was very difficult. It didn't really work. But I think rain in a car would be actually much easier and look convincing. You
I'm
know.
not certain that we have any rain in the forecast.
Yeah, I mean like using like a hose and like
Oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah. What's that punch? What's the punch at the end exactly?
It's just I don't know.
What it let me read it real quick. So I think I have an idea. It's a silly idea, but it's an idea. Silly idea.
I have a small idea as well.
Okay.
Okay.
What if like they don't grow old together because they're actually like immortal and they're vampires and like he's like and he's like doesn't mean we're gonna grow old together and then he lays in a coffin that we don't have. I don't know.
For me, that what I would want to happen is like that character to like be like, doesn't mean we're gonna grow old together because we're immortal. We're vampires. And then just like look to every camera angle, like dead on into the camera, like, yeah, got you. And then like ends after that. Like just a real middle finger of a kind of a goofy thing. That's just how that's the only ending to that I see. Not that I mean a coffin's not a bad idea either. That's pretty funny.
Instead of a
Yeah.
coffin too, like I like the like looking into the cameras and then like you see the teeth for the first time, but then what if we like go a step further and like the character be, you know, you don't believe me, and then like cut to like you just like biting into someone and just like blood going, like just gore it up, like you know what I mean, like extra shocky fun.
Okay, I'm down. So I assume like maybe like CG gore of some kind. Like
Mm. I
I
mean,
don't
I was thinking like some cornstarch and some like one of those little plungy things and doing some like doing like a little bit of a blood cannon.
that would be actually pretty funny. Yeah, if it just got
Blood
like
cannon.
um yeah, we couldn't do it in a car if it was blood cannon.
So like it starts out, well, for instance, like if we wanted to go the car route, right? It starts out in a car and then like shh, and then like he like gets out of the car all dramatic and she I mean like we really ham up that like drama, the Notebooks type stuff, right? And then like once we get to the place of where it's gonna happen, like that would be hilarious to me. I don't know. And we could really Edgar Wright it too. Like we could just like do a lot of different fun things at once. I don't know.
This is all feeling like something that can be shot in a day, which I really like. That would be huge.
Yeah.
The only thing this is kind of nitpicky, I feel like, but like vampires can't be out during the day, right?
Okay.
I have to shoot it at night.
Can't see rain at night. Or
No,
it being at night.
I don't know that I'm down for rain. I feel like it's December, and I feel like if we try to involve water, we're going to regret it.
What if instead of being outside, then it's like inside?
I'd be game for that. I don't have a space for that, and I'm not opposed to using like a hose for rain or making rain effects. I would just like I don't know. I don't think we should try and like make it to where like we go outside and make it look like we're raining while it's outside. I don't know.
Okay. Fair enough.
I don't know. Was that what you were thinking? I mean, like I think I could be swayed by it. I just don't.
Well, since they're vampires, it sways me more to make them be it would be at night. So whether we shoot it during the day and block out windows inside, like since it has to be at night, I'm more convinced we should do it like in an environment indoors so we can fake the nighttime, or it can be night either way.
And also, it doesn't have to be nighttime. I guess that's just it.
Well, the vampires, I mean, that would
But
be
they're not real. Is also.
well. It'd be funny if you know. Do you guys like the idea though of going that extra mile with like blood and stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to me, okay, so I'm seeing 3 characters, and one of the things I was kind of trying to think about too is like we obviously put us in these as like acting stuff because we're doing them. Obviously, we wouldn't necessarily have to if we like part of this would always be nice to, I mean, like, I know we said like we should chill on getting other people, but like I don't have anybody in mind. I'm just thinking this could be something where we could cast at least one other person or something.
Well, and this one works to me because it's not dependent on it being one of us.
Yeah.
It's not dependent on it being somebody else either. You
Right.
know, so we could absolutely outsource these. And I think it'd be kind of fun to be a fun thing to pull the camera off of us and shoot something without us being in it, maybe. But we could that could be our fallback, is it's us. We have more time now to kind of weigh those as possibilities, kind of thing. And since it's not, you know, these characters are agendered a like description other than being a vampire, which, you know, we could either try and cast who we know or who we can find who looks the most like a vampire, or I don't know.
Yeah.
We look enough like vampires.
Yeah. Either way works well.
Blah.
Yeah, dude. This is supposed to be really cool.
Cool.
I like it.
I'm really glad we changed from the other one, because this one seems a lot more manageable and also a lot more fun.
True. Yeah.
Cool. I think yeah. Okay. So do we want it to be like to start in a vehicle and then end outside somewhere, or end indoors? What, like,
Yeah, no, like I'm kind of dropping the car thing just because now that they're vampires, like to me it would make sense either doing it outside. The thing about shooting outside, like really shooting outside, is it's so hard to expose for nighttime. We could do day for night. but
could
that has a tendency to look really good or really bad depending.
well, what I'm thinking as well is we're probably gonna end up shooting at night anyway. Like, just in terms of scheduling, I don't think like
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess you're right.
so. Really, the main thing is just going to be making sure we get the stuff to make blood, and then a place that's why I feel like outside would be best, is then we could kind of go bananas with the blood and not worry about dirtying up
True.
the place.
True.
Can we use your backyard, Dave?
We could, for dialogue. There's dogs all around, and they are like terrible barkers. They won't shut up ever, and so that would be kind of tricky, just because they really don't shut up. Is cornstarch?
Okay.
Oh, you like we cut out. Did you hear what I said?
You said the dogs.
Yeah, like we totally could, but like all the dogs around would make it hard to record dialogue.
Okay. I just don't know where we would film. Well, you know,
We could go to a park or like Thunderbird or something like that. Like I know we're gonna be squirting blood, but like it won't be like, I don't know.
might have the possibility of doing it here where I am.
Oh,
There's a park in this neighborhood, and easy access to it from the backyard. Like, you can walk straight from the backyard into the park.
Oh, cool.
So if we did do something at night, it would be easier to get that. The only thing then is just going to be scheduling.
So we figured out another idea. Let's cut back and we'll try to cut schedules and figure out where we are. So see you in a bit, guys. Yeah. Hey guys. Hey everybody. We found out what we're gonna do. We can do this one in time, so that's awesome. And we're gonna make this happen. We're very excited to share the 180 flip. I said that like we had talked it, like that was the day we decided to call it for like ever. Like
What I love is that because of Zoom, that means that the shot just stayed on you after you said it. And
you're right. Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is perfect. Cool. Awesome. I feel good.
Yeah, me too.
Guys, we're gonna get to play with blood. I'm so excited.
This will be fun. Let's go ahead and wrap this up, and then we'll say our goodbyes off of recording, and then we will go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
Well,
we will see you, listening audience, watching audience, on the next time.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
Okay, I'm stopping my audio.
Wait.